youth of Pakistan together in order to get their feedback on what needs to be done to bring the country forward. Thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
Raja Saad Ijaz, to have joined us. To the creation of Pakistan. I'll come to you, but let's go to our youngest member, and that is Raja Saad Ijaz. I was going through the tweets of our Prime Minister Imran Khan, and as we see that the current government gives a lot of importance to the youth, he said his message on Independence Day, especially for our youth. These three characteristics, truth, justice, and valor, transform ordinary human beings into great ones. How much is that resolve present inside the youth of Pakistan to bring about that change in the country, to bring about that difference so that Pakistan becomes stronger with every passing year, as has been enunciated by our Prime Minister?
Thank you so much. First of all, happy Independence Day to
all
the Pakistani fellows and Pakistanis. Because I belong to Kashmir, and I hope and I wish that someday sooner we will also celebrate independence with Pakistan.
Inshallah.
And when coming to the Prime Minister's statement, and it has never been that much focus for any government as much as it is for this government, for Imran Khan himself. So this initiative that he has taken, this initiative that has been taken by Kamyab Jawan program, they have empowered youth. They have 3 E's for that: employment, education, and engagement. So they are actually giving platforms to the youth.
Yeah. Let's go to the young man and ask him that. Raja Saad Ijaz Sahab, Dr. Saab pointed out something very interesting about Pakistan's rich culture, traditions, the people, those who made Pakistan, those for which Pakistan stands for, the different colors of Pakistan, to know Pakistan properly, you need to understand all its different angles, colors, and aspirations in a proper manner. Do you feel, Saad, that our youth understands that? Because to understand what Pakistan stands for, to understand Pakistan's narrative, it's very important that the youth are indulging themselves in different forms of information in order to take a solid decision for themselves.
As Waqar Saab said, it is very important for us to know about the regional heroes, because we have been always taught about the heroes that came from outside land, and we really need to work on our curriculums to educate the young ones, the upcoming ones, to know the real history, because it is all distorted. It is very much distorted.
All right.
As Ma'am Farah said, that we are facing through this culture of misinformation.
So and biases.
Exactly. A lot of biasness and misinformation has been fed to us, and we have been raised to hate. I don't know for what reasons, but we are always, in our textbooks, we have been taught there are so many things that shouldn't have been there, and that it should have been in a different way. So it can be a better way if we
but
follow
how
this
are people
advice.
like yourselves, for example, making that change in order to make those children who are now growing up cognizant of what Pakistan stands for?
So the thing is, first you have to break this barrier of following the things that you have been fed. You have to see apart from that. You have to get yourself one step ahead and see what is actually going outside, not just what we know. And then we, for example, us, we are right now representing the youth of Pakistan, the National Youth Council. So we have this responsibility that we need to work on this thing, this education thing.
Raja Saad Ijaz, when we talk of our freedom fighters, whether it be those who gave us Pakistan to live a life as freely as possible, whether it be those freedom fighters that are working in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to free that part from the brutalities of India, and of course give the people the right to self-determination, something that has been asked since, God knows, more than 70 years now. Do we know who gave their lives for the freedom of our country, that is Pakistan? Amongst the youth, you're part of the National Youth Council, and you talk a lot, you discuss a lot about the different ways and means in which the youth of Pakistan need to move forward in order to make Pakistan stronger. But a part of making Pakistan stronger is also to understand the sacrifices of those who laid down their lives to make this country, that is Pakistan, independent for the Muslims of the subcontinent. Do people like yourselves know who those freedom fighters are, knows who those leaders are, just apart from a certain number that we talk about very regularly?
First, I would also like to add this thing that you asked him about Pakistaniyat. It is, Pakistaniyat, we should understand this, that it is about loving the people of Pakistan. The people, not just the piece of land or just the map. So this is actually, we should better understand. And as you asked about the historical sacrifices that have come in making Pakistan, if we see into that, then it was in an occupation of more than 200 years by British. So this freedom started way back from 1857, the war of that, and so the freedom fighting, the struggle was together before that. So it was a struggle against the occupation, an illegal occupation of more than 200 years. So in that reference, yes, we do understand it. We do understand the sacrifices that have been given in taking this Pakistan, and I hope that the more that the countries which are struggling, and like Palestine and Kashmir, so there we have been giving sacrifices, like more than 100,000 people of Kashmir have given sacrifices. But we are still in the process of freedom, and I hope that soon we will achieve
that.
Exactly. Saad, what is your resolve? Being a youth, you are that segment of the populace of Pakistan that we all look forward to. We all pin our hopes to.
High hopes.
Exactly. Yeah. What is your resolve? What is the resolve of other youth like yourself to make Pakistan an eminent, a stronger, a more resilient nation?
So the thing is, because we are the future and we have to reshape it. We have to let go of the extreme mindset. We have to get acceptance in ourselves. We have to, like we're wearing the flag, so we have to respect the white part of the flag, we have to respect the green part of the flag, and we have to treat all of us equally without any bias of religion, sect or any nationality or anything.
All right. Thank you very much to all three of you, Dr. Farah Naz, Professor Dr. Syed Waqar Ali Shah Sahab, and Raja Saad Ijaz.
Thank you.